What is going on, PC superstars, and how are you all doing? I am hoping you are all having an exceptional or going to have an exceptional day and night. And yes, it is time for our very own first arena match. So let's start off by mulligan these three because they are very high cost cards and they depend on a lot. I actually like this hand way much better than the one before. But right now what I'm hoping for is some early minions, which we do not have. But hey, if we get to late game, we know that we probably have the advantage right there. But him having a mana worm is very dangerous, especially since it came out in his opening hand. And unfortunately for us, we still have yet to draw anything close to, let's say, turn 2. But we do have a turn 3 minion coming up, so that's on the good side for us. He summons out a huge toad, which definitely is able to counter our cold light seer. Turn 4, we're most likely gonna have to water elemental because we don't want to use this guy without really having a combo set up for it. We force him to trade, which is really good here since he is gonna stop going for our face or miss out on 2 damage, I want to say. And he's probably gonna need all these minions to actually take out my water elemental, so that's a good thing for me. And getting another gorilla A-bot is actually really good because next turn we have a Cyclotron, but I don't feel like using it just yet. I think that a Sludge Belcher is way more powerful than a Cyclotron. I don't even think he has enough damage to take out all of my minions without using ping, but he might decide to do a smarter play and just, well, he didn't do it, but I thought he was gonna just freeze off the water elemental, but he chose not to, which is perfectly fine with me. We're just gonna Sludge Belcher next turn, and I guess we're gonna freeze this guy, and we have another taunt coming up, so that's really good for us. Next turn I'm thinking of maybe dropping down Cyclotron, and then after Cyclotron we're gonna drop down Bog Creeper, and basically what we're trying to do is just make a wall for him to have to fight through. He's not going to be able to clear off all these minions. It is impossible for him, so that's really good for us. He's probably going to need to run in one of the 2-1s into it because I doubt he wants to run the 2-3 into it, but who knows. Alright, he decided to actually not run anything into it, which is actually pretty weird in my opinion. I'm thinking that the best choice for us is going to be to probably just drop the Cyclotron. If we don't drop the Cyclotron, the other choice we do have is to drop Venture Co, and that's to take out this guy the following turn, which is definitely possible by us. But I also want to start clearing these little minions out of the way. So we're going to start off by freezing off the Annoyatron. That's the only play we really have right there. Dropping Cyclotron might not be a bad idea. I just think that this is absolutely the best play that we have available to us because it allows us to have enough damage to get rid of this guy if it is needed. And now he still has a humongous problem because he has to get rid of the Sludge Belcher, and if he decides to actually not use any of the 2-1s to try and get rid of the Sludge Belchers, we're gonna be in really good hands. Alright, he's gonna take away his mana worm. I wasn't expecting that. I would think that he would maybe run a 2-1 and then ping it, but he decided to do otherwise, and he's gonna go ahead and kill off his 2-1 as well. Alright, he did not kill the one that gives health, which is a smart decision by him. I'm thinking of maybe pinging the Annoyatron, but I don't want to give him 2 Annoyatrons, so I'd rather ping this first, see what it is, and then continue on with my day. What is he gonna do? He knows if he attacks this, he's gonna freeze it, which is probably something that he doesn't want to do, so he's actually thinking about going face. So that's a little bit strange to me, but I'll take it for right now, and let's see what we can do. We're definitely gonna ping this first just to get it out of the way, and after we ping it, what we're gonna do is go after the 4-8. Alright, it was effigy, so it worked out in our favor, and this is not gonna have too much of a good use right now. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually kill off the 1-2 just in case he does have a mech in hand, and we're gonna just drop this guy down for 5 mana. And the reason we actually decided to drop someone down is because simply We need to. There's no other choice we have but to drop some more minions in. Hopefully this goes the other way and hurts him more than us. He's gonna have 8 damage going to our face, although it could be more than 8. It's gonna be 10 in total, but we're about to be able to steadily start making a comeback. I want to say, even though we're actually really low on health, we're still gonna be able to steadily make a comeback. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna clear the whole board. I'm gonna drop antique heal bot, and the reason I'm dropping this guy instead of anything else, one, it synergizes with the gorilla A bot. Two, it gets us out of the range of a fireball, which is much needed at the current moment. We will die to a fireball, and I don't want to die yet. I want to stay alive in this game for as long as possible. So we're gonna discover a mech first, and this guy is not too bad. We might use him to go full aggressive, but I'm feeling like actually dropping Psychotron just to make him have to get rid of the taunt, or to make him not go and hit our face instantly. But we're gonna start dropping some very aggressive forces because we are going to be aggressive as of right now. Oh wow, he actually had a really good minion to come back to us with, and I think the best play is going to be to use Bog Creeper here, and then probably, well, let's see where Arcane Missiles land. If Arcane Missiles hit this guy once, I'll be happy. Alright, it did, and now we cleared the 3-1 here, and we could actually clear the Kraken by running our 2-3 cost minions into it, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We do have another mech to actually synergize with Gorilla A-Bot, so it isn't a bad idea to actually trade into the Kraken and leave the Bog Creeper alive by itself. But he had even a better minion to actually come back with, and this is actually not gonna be such a bad thing because we're gonna run the 6-8 into the 3-5 and just leave ourselves with very strong minions on the board. We have a War Golem now. He's a 7-7. His 7-4 is gonna die most likely unless he has a spell that actually clears the 6-5, which is definitely Fireball, let's say. But we do have some really high cost minions, or not high cost but high attack, high health minions ready to do some damage, which is great for us. And we are gonna have Corrupted Heal Bot, which is a 6-6. It does heal him for 8, but it'll probably do 12 to 18 damage before he even finds enough damage to actually kill the Corrupted Heal Bot, and he's got bigger issues right now than a little Corrupted Heal Bot, I would say. Now, if he did not get any spell in terms of Frostbolt or Fireball, then he's in a really bad position here, because what is going to happen is that most likely the spells are going to be dead spells. He's going to lose a 7-4, which is a minion that he could have been very aggressive with, and we're gonna once again take the, I want to say, upper hand here. I want to drop Azure Drake, but at the same time I do not want to drop it because that might be a Flame Strike that he just picked up. So we're just gonna leave our mech there on the board and then use Gorilla A-Bot next turn if he hasn't, let's say, gotten that Flame Strike or anything. That also could be a Fireball, but the reason why I doubt that it's a Fireball is he would have used it last turn to actually keep the Sea Dog alive and kill off the War Golem. So as I said, it was a Flame Strike, and he's gonna use Frostbolt to actually heal himself for 8 health, which isn't a bad decision in my opinion. We are gonna drop Azure Drake first to draw something, and let's see what we can draw. We draw a duplicate, and because we did draw a duplicate, I don't know whether or not I want to use Lance Carrier. Hey, why not? If he kills it, then what he basically does is give us 4 more attack for 4 mana for whenever we have a minion. If he does draw into another Flame Strike, then we are going to be in a little bit of trouble, but not too much trouble, as we do have some minions that could still come out and put some damage. Alright, so he's most likely going to ping the 9-1. If he doesn't, then oh well. We're not going to drop anything else, and the reason for that is I want to say we're not dropping anything else. Well, we can actually drop this and just force him, I guess, to kill the taunt off. But what that also does is it doesn't allow the Conjurer to just go in and hit our face, it forces him to maybe ping the 9-1, and he is gonna ping it right off the bat and actually use the Conjurer. So he just gave us 2 War Golems, and that's 2 very big minions that he's gonna have a hard time getting rid of, and we do have enough to actually trade back into the 6-2. And this looks like an easy win now, and as you guys can see, we just took the victory. So that is the first arena games, and if you guys enjoyed the first arena game, make sure you guys hit the like button. If you guys haven't joined PC Superstars and want to join PC Superstars, make sure you guys subscribe. But as always, guys, have a great day and night. Stay positive, keep on grinding, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out, PC Superstars.